Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this video, well, you thought I wouldn't talk about it. Because all weekend on Twitter, oh pleb, you're not going to talk about Pierre Poilievre coming out against Christine Anderson and saying she's a vile racist who has no place in Canada. You said, oh pleb, you're not going to talk about Pierre Poilievre getting on a stage with Doug Ford and Justin Trudeau and standing with Ukraine. Well, you're wrong. I will talk about it in this video. But first, eat your bugs. If you stand with Ukraine, you need to eat your crickets. It will add you some virtue. Eat your damn bugs. And before we start this video, this channel is dedicated to Justin Trudeau losing the next election. So if you despise Justin Trudeau, if you want to see Justin Trudeau lose the next election, join this channel. We're going to build a community, and we're going to make sure that in 2023 or 2025, Justin Trudeau will go. Let's get on with the video. So the other day, the CIJA, one of Canada's largest Jewish lobbies, came out and put out a tweet here. If you guys have been living under a rock, Christine Anderson has been touring Canada, all over Canada, with Freedom Fighters Canada, and they're doing a world tour. And then this Jewish lobby comes out and says, we're deeply concerned by CPC MPs Leslyn Lewis, Dean Allison, and Colin Kerry meeting with Christine Anderson, a member of the far-right German AfD party known for Islamophobic and anti-immigration views. We raised this directly with the Conservative Party. Okay. We often hear a lot of these big accusations on Twitter, so we're going to investigate it ourselves. We're going to see if she really is a racist, anti-Islamophobe. We're going to find out in this video. Warren Kinsella came out with a hit piece. Now, before I want to preface this by saying Warren Kinsella is a terrible human being. I don't trust anything he says, so we're going to take this with a grain of salt. But in his article, he made a couple points that were very, very concerning about Christine Anderson's party, saying its party leaders have called Holocaust memorials shameful. Okay, that's pretty messed up. They have dismissed the horrors perpetrated by the Nazi regime as bird shit. Okay, that's not good, downplaying the horrors of the Holocaust. And they promoted the notion that not a single Jew died in the Nazi gas chambers. Oh boy. Okay, so these are like obviously some very heavy allegations. So then Pierre Poilievre clearly has a panic, okay, because the biggest Jewish lobby is coming out against this, putting pressure on the Conservative Party, embarrassing the Conservative Party. So Pierre Poilievre then goes and leaks a DM or a text over to Brian Lilly from the Toronto Sun. Statement from Pierre Poilievre on the Conservative MPs who met with Christine Anderson. Christine Anderson's views are vile and have no place in our politics. Wow. Strong words. The MPs were not aware of this visiting member of the European Parliament's opinions, and they regret meeting with her. Frankly, it would be better if Anderson never visited Canada in the first place. She and her racist, hateful views are not welcome here. Damn. So those are some strong accusations in the article, strong words from Pierre. There's also another statement about his MPs. It is, of course, not uncommon for members of parliament to meet with visiting elected officials from other countries. During a visit, we recently met with an elected representative of the early European Parliament while she was in Canada. We were not aware of the views or associations of her and her political party. We do not share or endorse her views and strongly condemn any views that are racist or hateful. Okay. So far, a hit job on Christine Anderson. But I have a clip on Twitter from an interview that she gave to Rebel News where she clears up her views on Islam. And let's watch this together and decide together if she is Islamophobic. Let's watch this clip here.
I do not consider Islam to be a religion, much less a religion of peace. It's actually a religion of submission.
Saying that you don't consider Islam to be a religion is off to a rough start here.
I seriously have a problem with Islam. I'm not Islamophobe. On the contrary, I'm not afraid of Islam. What I'm afraid of is that Islam, and I consider it that to be, the Islam is a misogynistic, dehumanizing, and ideology. It's not a religion, at least not by our standard of what a religion should be. Our understanding of religion is actually that love, compassion, forgiveness, and eternal life. That's our understanding of religion. That, however, does not apply to Islam, at least not if you really look into this ideology. By no stretch of the imagination would you actually consider that a religion.
Damn. Okay. So she doesn't consider Islam a religion. Calls it misogynistic, oppressive. That you could debate that. But man, Canada's not a place for these kind of messages, man. Coming out against nationalities or religions. I mean, we're a very, very diverse place. And man, these views are definitely wild. So I could see how Pierre freaked out when she has opinions like this and downplaying the Holocaust and man. Okay, so off to a bad start. But then Christine Anderson then goes and responds to Pierre Poilievre's statement about her. We'll watch the clip. This is what Christine Anderson had to say about what Pierre Poilievre said about her.
See where I expressed hateful and racist views, as he puts it. So, like I said, I feel very sorry that he feels that way. But no one gets to define me, and not even Mr. Poilievre. You do not get to define me. I know what I stand for. I know what I fight for. And I know that I will never cater to any democratic leader or any elected government that does not act in the best interest of the people.
Okay, so that was her response to Pierre Poilievre. Now, the PPC on Twitter are claiming this is the end of Pierre Poilievre. It's over. It's the end. He's lost all his support. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Pierre disassociating himself from Christine Anderson costing you Pierre's vote? Well, you to vote for Pierre in the next election? Let me know. But the story goes on. So after a day, a horrendous day on Friday, Pierre Poilievre then goes to Toronto. This is a Rebel News here. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre makes an appearance alongside Justin Trudeau and Premier Doug Ford at a pro-Ukraine rally in Toronto. So Pierre is doubling down on his standing with Ukraine, letting everyone know that the Conservative Party stands with Ukraine. It's a debatable topic. I think you guys know where I stand on this. And it seems like this is a split issue in the Conservative Party. Half do, half don't. There's a much more unified approach to this with the NDP and the Liberals, for sure. They're definitely more behind supporting this war. So Viva Frei then comes out on Twitter with a clip from Pierre Poilievre at the Ukraine rally. We'll watch this together. Yeah, let's watch this together. Look at Doug Ford in the background. Yeah, let's watch. We'll watch this.
We'll always have a friend in Canada as we lock arms with you and push towards an eventual victory that is definitely going to happen sooner or later, and Canadians will be with you all along that journey. Thank you very much for your determination. Slava Ukraini! Thank you.
So yeah, Pierre Poilievre comes out and reaffirms his support for Ukraine and the Ukraine war. My opinion about this is clearly I don't agree with funding it, but I think it's political suicide for Pierre Poilievre to come out and be against this war. And Pierre Poilievre is a very competent politician. I don't think he's going to shoot himself in the foot and commit political suicide by taking such a strong stance for peace talks and going the other way. But yeah, it's disappointing, but it is what it is, because politics is a dirty game, and politics is 5D chess. You know, it truly is. Now, we have some opinions, some memes here from the internet. One of the bigger conservative influencers came out yesterday saying, or this morning actually, I continue to stand with Pierre Poilievre. No political figure is perfect, but what I can say empathetically is that he is so superior to Justin Trudeau from all perspectives. Who joins me in this support? He is superior to Justin Trudeau in every aspect, you know? Pierre is definitely not perfect. There's things I don't like. I don't agree with everything Pierre says, for the record, and I support Pierre, but there's things I definitely don't agree with. Like, definitely the Ukraine issue is something we disagree on. We have memes here from Ferryman. Follow him on Twitter. Imagine simping for Pierre Poilievre. And then he has the Mike Goldberg virtually identical. Let me ask you this. Do you agree with Pierre that Christine Anderson is a vile racist who doesn't belong in Canada? Do you agree with Christine Anderson's views on Islamophobia and Islam? Let me know in the comments. But I'll say this. One thing I love about conservatives is that we are able to call out our own side. We are able to call out our leaders. That is one thing that progressives and liberals cannot do. They never call out their own side. They blindly follow like cult members. Not on this channel. If our leaders screw up, we will call them out every single time. And I will say this, Pierre Poilievre, you should have condemned her yourself on Twitter. You releasing texts through back channels, through Brian Lilly, through the media, without condemning her yourself was pretty cowardly. Next time you're going to come out and condemn someone, I want to see you tweet it yourself. So let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think? Are you still voting for Pierre? Has Pierre lost your vote? As the PPC bros have been celebrating all weekend, saying this is the end of the Conservative Party, the end of Pierre Poilievre. Pierre Poilievre is not perfect, but Justin Trudeau is literally destroying our country. So are we going to screw up the one chance we have at getting rid of Justin Trudeau after everything he's put us through? Or are we going to condemn Pierre and call out all his small faults and not look at the bigger picture? Because even though Pierre may not be fighting, against drag shows and all kinds of other fringe topics, I know this. Pierre is going to give me a smaller government. Pierre is going to bring back Alberta. Pierre is going to make this country more prosperous. Because just like him, I am a fiscal conservative, and this is actually how I vote on. So let me know in the comments if you still support Pierre Poilievre, if all of this disappointed you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Plebs channel, because we're going to take down Trudeau together. We are the #1 anti-Trudeau channel here on YouTube. So let's go. See you guys in the next video.